There's nothing as powerful as a changed mind. There is nothing as powerful as a changed mind. You can change your hair, your clothing, your address, your spouse, your church, your residence. But if you don't change your mind, the same experience will perpetuate itself over and over again because everything outwardly changed, but nothing inwardly changed. There is nothing as powerful as a changed mind.
What I'd like you to do right now, I want you to think about your dream, because I'm in a room full of dreamers. Think about your dream right now. I want you to think about it and envision it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me share something with you.
Why should you try? Why begin many books? Why go that far? Why earn that money? Why share that money? Why learn all that? Why get up there? Why put yourself in that? Why fly for all that? Big question. One of the best answers to why is the second question, why not? What else are you going to do with your life? Why not see how many books you can read, how far you can go, how much you can earn, how many friends you can make, how much personality you can develop, influence you can have, how many things you can accomplish, how far you can go and what you can see. Why not? You got to stay here till you go. Why not?
Welcome all. Nothing like starting a call with Uncle Jim. Can you hear? Can everybody hear? Thank you. Thank you. Hi guys, my name is Vanni. I'm coming to you from Leesburg, Virginia. Welcome to the call tonight. This is our valued client call with Herbalife Nutrition. If you're hopping on the call, if you could please mute yourself, that would be fantastic. We have some amazing shares tonight. We started the call with a mindset tool, something that we use often in this group, one that I personally love and my husband loves. And I got to tell you, I am super psyched tonight because my husband is going to, my accountability partner, my ride or die, we are Bonnie and Clyde together, and we are going to, he's going to be sharing his journey and his story of how he's quite honestly gotten in the best shape of his life. So we're excited about that. In addition to that, we have 5 more 2-minute shares from people all over the country. We've got somebody from Atlanta. We've got someone from Connecticut. We've got a couple people from Virginia sharing tonight, one from Maryland. And we are very guy heavy tonight. I wanted to make it known, and we tend to have a lot of females sharing their results and willing to do so. But I wanted to show the community and all of you new people who are on here that these results are possible for anybody, male or female. So when you fuel your body with the proper nutrition, regardless of your activity level, you're going to see amazing results. The accountability groups that we have, this accountability group makes the difference. And having a partner like my hubby makes the difference in our success. And we've been able to maintain our results, live a healthy, active lifestyle for the last 1.5 years. And we want to share that with you tonight. So without further ado, I'm going to share the screen and give you some pictures to kind of follow along. And my husband is going to be talking. Hold on. Okay. So Michael, you are up, and these are his, well, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, if that video didn't fire you up, you don't have a pulse. So check your pulse, make sure you're breathing. My name is Michael Vanni. Thank you very much for allowing me to share in this call tonight. I'm going to start off with how Herbalife how we got introduced to Herbalife. And I'm pretty sure I was at the pool on a sunny day on daddy duty, watching our oldest PJ and our middle Luke in the pool, double fisting beers and French fries. But I promise, honey, the fries were for the kids. Mm-hmm. And I bumped into Mr. Brett Burnham, and he was also on daddy duty, and he was watching the kids as well. And we just hit it off. We had some commonalities in golf and other things. And a couple days afterwards, Summer and I discussed about her not going back to work, and that she was going to stay home with the kids. And literally a couple days after that, she bumped into Christy after a long run. And granted, I just said, "Oh, you don't need to go back to work." Well, she tells me that she spent $299 on a nutrition plan, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So basically, Summer started on her plan. After like week 2, I'm like, "Whatever you're on, give me that. I want that." So literally, I had an open mind to try, what she was on, because she felt amazing. Her energy was through the roof. And I became Summer's first client. So I followed her nutrition plan to the T. She loved coaching. I saw her passion for coaching and making a difference. And, I always asked her, if we had all the money in the world, what would you do? And she said, "You know what? I would help kids and people with, obesity problems and getting people healthy." So, that's just, how Herbalife came into our lives. And so before Herbalife, I was in the corporate world. I was in finance, working 60 plus hours a week. Had the 3 kids, all under 5. I was the typical weekend warrior. I would eat whatever I wanted during the week and then get 2 quick, gym sessions in. And I thought to myself, in that picture to the left, that I had a 6-pack and that I was healthy. And, I was playing in a men's basketball league as well as a soccer league. Like I said, ate whatever, or actually I didn't eat sometimes. I didn't eat breakfast. I didn't start off my day with, a healthy breakfast. And next thing you know, it's dad bod city at 37. And there was 2 catalysts that, that helped me with the weight gain. I had knee surgery from playing basketball. I came back on defense, heard my knee pop, tore some meniscus. So I was out of commission there. And then just some stress eating with my middle son, Luke, who had last year a major surgery. So with that, it was, I gained some weight. So I got on my nutrition plan with Summer, followed it to a T. I mean, she basically laid out all of my meals throughout the day. And my 30 days with really not working out that much, like 80-20, 80% nutrition, 20% working out. 30 days, I was down 12 pounds and I felt amazing. I was like, wow. And I had tons of energy to play with the kids. My 90-day results were, I went from 183 to 158. So I lost 25 pounds. And currently, I'm at 167. I'm leaned out, 9 pounds of muscle. As you can see from that picture on the left, I was a tad fluffy. But went from a 38 waist to a 32 waist. And, really, that's it, the losing of the weight and gaining energy was a byproduct of this awesome nutrition plan, and something that was simple to do. As you can see from the picture, I started off the morning with a shake and a tea and some egg cups. I prepped meal, had a snack, and then ended the night with a shake. And, the first couple of weeks, I'm like, I feel like I was eating too much, but I was just keeping my blood sugars level and my metabolism going with the 20 to 30 grams of protein every 2 to 3 hours. So as you can see, the meal prep, pretty easy, only took about, on Sundays we would do it, take 2 to 3 hours, and you're done for the week, and you can stay on point. And it made it easy.
Yeah, and just to add in here, Omar, who's actually going to speak on this call, if you're local, he and his fiance Tiffany actually run a food prep company, and they provide those services for people and clients. And we use their services here, and you can see we've got some amazing salmon, spinach, sweet potato, and then we've got ground turkey and brown rice as one of our mini meals or snacks. So that's in the middle, Michael's favorite meal. And then, he adds a pomegranate tea bomb. If you haven't tried one of those, it's a turn up tea, our herbal tea concentrate. Yeah, he's got one now with one of our lift off energy tabs in there. So pretty much mommy's little helper during the day for sure. And then on the right, we've got a shake cake. And you get all these recipes when you're in the client page and you're connected to a coach and you're connected to the community. So that's pretty awesome there. Michael's favorite products.
So I'm a big fan of the lemon tea. I used to go to McDonald's every morning and grab a bacon, egg, and cheese and a sweet tea. And my sweet tea has been replaced with the Herbalife lemon tea and a little bit of aloe, which gives it the sweetness. And then the Herbalife 24 line, I live and die by these products. The Prepare gets me up and at 'em for the gym session that I do at 5:00 in the morning at a local CrossFit box around in Leesburg. And then, I actually work out hard to be able to have the Rebuild, which is, it tastes like chocolate milk, and you blend it with some protein, and it's super yummy.
Oh, okay. So I'll share. So this here was when we were in Florida last year, and Michael and I, since we have such young children, they're 5, 3, and 1, we really don't get the chance to work out together. And we're both like on the same mission. We're locked and loaded on health and wellness, and this was a day that we got to be together. So of course we're selfieing it up in the gym. It was a great day where we got to sweat together and enjoy each other. So wherever your accountability is, whoever you have that with, I encourage you to foster that relationship, because it has been the reason why we've maintained success. Not just for 30 days, not just for 90 days, but for the last year and a half, we've maintained, our energy levels. We've maintained being honestly in the best shape of our lives, at pushing 40, feeling 20. I want you to talk on this, because this is your awesome community that really is Herbalife.
Yeah, there's so many commonalities between Herbalife and CrossFit. CrossFit was something that Brett introduced me to. He became my accountability partner, and now we go every morning, 5 a.m., 5 days a week, and we pop out of bed, to get there, and it's just. CrossFit is Herbalife and vice versa. They have, like I said, they have the same commonalities. Everybody, you go to a gym and nobody has like headphones on, and they're just in there to mail it in and get a so-called workout like I used to do as a weekend warrior. They're actually pushing each other, helping each other, and a rising tide lifts all boats. We're all trying to get better. We're all trying to beat yesterday, and that's. I've grown to love it. And like, if I miss a day, I get mad, and it's usually because, summer's out of town, or, it just doesn't happen, but I still get mad to miss it.
Love it. Yeah. So that's CrossFit. We went and like surprised the guys. There's Jen and Christy, and we did I think it was Christmas Eve. We did a workout. We did the 12 days of Christmas. So I am not a regular CrossFitter yet. He is, obviously, but the community there just reminds me completely of the way that Herbalife just takes you in and grabs hold of you and just really helps to push you to your best self. So I just love that about the two, about CrossFit and Herbalife and how they're married together. Then there's Brett and Michael Beast in it.
I'm pretty sure we're looking pretty gassed in that picture. So, with Herbalife, just like you're getting a community of friends, and the people that you surround yourself with are the people that, you want to be like, and that take you to different levels. And, so with this new group, with Herbalife, you get a whole group of friends, and it's all people, guys and gals, all at different levels, all at different times of their lives, all have, different challenges. But we kind of work through it together and, uplift each other. So, it really is pretty cool. And that's Brett on the right, probably out driving me by about 40 yards on hole 16. So.
Yeah, I can't say enough about the community with Herbalife. Like, Michael's going to make me cry just talking about it, because, it's like, was a dream for us to, we didn't even know we were lacking the health and wellness. As former athletes, it was like, we just always thought, well, we eat decent and we work out every once in a while. But when you don't know, you just don't know what you don't know. And when we were able to up level and really get in the best shape of our lives, not just in weight, but in muscle mass and just in energy with our children and raising our kids, and not being the tired parents all the time and the overwhelmed parents all the time. And then we have this community to tap into, and they're all on the same boat with all of us, all different ages, and they're all, on this mission of getting as many people healthy and well and living our dreams. It's just, we have the best friends in the world within this group, and, you can tap into it as much as you want to, but, it's just so much more than the products, I guess. So
yeah, Herbalife is so much more than the shakes. That's what we're known for. 1 in 3 protein shakes are an Herbalife shake. You can't outwork your bad nutrition. So you could, eat what you want and still get, a great workout, but not see results. And, if you're going to do something, in my eyes, you want to see some results. And, if you can go to Luke's why. Yeah, I mean, this is why we do what we do. 75% of communication is nonverbal, and, a healthy, active lifestyle really just, you can see the kids, start to get it. And that's why we do it, is for our 3 boys.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's just one thing that I wanted to share here, because we've been able to create a business out of this. Me staying home with the kids, I'm able to help other people, because it's so easy with technology today to connect other people from all over, as we have 36 people on this call tonight from various places. But last year when we were in Florida, like, this picture, just like, it's awesome, because I went to an event in Florida by myself, and this was like 3 days before Luke had surgery, but my husband was there to watch my kids, and it's like, we just really are all in together, and we're on this mission together, and he understands that, I need to be at the training so that I can help support other people with their wellness goals, with their health goals, and with their business goals. So we're just on the same page, and I just hope you know how grateful I am for you and your belief in me. So, sorry. But, to end, my husband, and it's so important, you guys, whoever your accountability partner is, like, to get on that page with them as soon as you can, whether it's your best friend, your husband, your wife, whoever, your mom, your dad, your sister. But my husband is a product of the product. He wears the brand. He is the brand. He got the results. He continues to get the results. He continues to inspire others. He's awesome. He's my rock. I love him dearly. And this is us happy. I'm wearing my button at the club, and we are locked arms. We grow together. We win together. Do you have anything else to say? Because we got to let the other shares go.
No, I think we've done enough talking.
Oh, okay. Do you want to say anything else? All right. Okay. Thank you, honey, so much for sharing.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the time.
Yeah. So, man's point of view, we're going on to another amazing dad who also with 3 boys, and they're coming to us from Connecticut. Chris Small, I'm going to put your picture up, and when you get a sec, go ahead and unmute.
Stud.
Hi, everyone. Usually I'm putting the boys to sleep and sleeping myself because I fall asleep with them all the time. So I've been on the products about 2 years. Before Herbalife, I kind of was just rocking the dad bod, drinking a lot of beer to cope with having a lot of kids. But that all changed once the wife was on products for almost a year, and I said, all right, maybe I should do that. We had a trip to Hawaii that we earned through Herbalife, and I really didn't want to rock the dad bod. That was a little heavier than a dad bod on the beach in Hawaii. So I lost 40 pounds in the first probably month and change. It was no working out, a little running here and there. And I basically kept that off in 2 years and haven't had any issues doing it. I work out every morning now at 5. I actually did a double take today when it's 5:30 in the afternoon too, because the kids were crazy and it was raining. So never-ending energy. One of the boys is still up, so once the call's over, I'm going to put him to bed. It's just never-ending. The products are absolutely amazing. But yeah, my wife's results are spectacular. My sister's results are spectacular. It's a family business, and it's really worth the effort of trying. It's not hard, but it is fun to do once you get going. And that's my current body. Maybe it was a couple of weeks ago, so hopefully I'm a little bigger than that. Not fatter, but muscular. Working on that. But yeah, that's my sister. I'm messaging right now. She's on here too. It's a fun family thing. It's a nice little thing to do.
Yes, best shape of your life. Thank you, Chris. Courtney, you're next. Please unmute yourself.
Everyone, so I got started on my products about 3 years ago. A little about myself. My weight problems really started in my 20s. I wasn't active like I used to be. My metabolism pretty much was non-existent. I gained a bunch of weight, and I couldn't take it off. My nutrition was horrible. I didn't know what to eat. I had no energy. Like, it felt like I was so much older than, 21, 22. Finally managed to shed some of the pounds, but I couldn't lose those last really 20 pounds to get back to my goal weight where I really felt like myself. I was exercising, but seeing nothing. The weight wasn't coming off. Clothes were still fitting the same. And I happened to see my friend Carla posting about how she was dropping the weight from her pregnancy. She had all this energy. She was feeling amazing. And finally I said, okay, what are you doing? I need to know, because what I'm doing is not working. I ordered my products that day. I was a little skeptical at first. I thought, this is probably another diet, not gonna work. Fast forward to the end of my first month. I dropped weight. My clothes were baggy. My pants were nearly falling off me. So the products definitely work. And like everyone says, the beauty of Herbalife is you get this great community of people on really, encouraging you. I had strangers posting on my before and after saying, congratulations, great job. I'm like, oh, it's so great to, have people, loving on you and you don't even know who they are. So, 3 years and I will forever be on these products. I'm grateful I found them.
Love you, Court. Thank you. Berkeley, please unmute yourself. New client.
Hi, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. So I'm from Atlanta. My coach is Shoshana. I saw her on here earlier. But I have an interesting story. I was always tall and thin. And after my wedding, I got very comfortable. And then I was in grad school, and that put extra stress on top of that. And I stress ate. I used to run half marathons, and I had stopped doing that. And I graduated from grad school, and I found Shoshana, who I had known and worked with for years at Georgia State in Atlanta. And I said, I don't know what you're doing, but I need your help. You are absolutely inspiring. I'd seen her drop the weight twice, but she looked phenomenal. And so I went on Herbalife in December. And so it's been a little over 4 months. And I can say today, now I've lost 40 pounds, which is really exciting. I but the difference, I think, and this is what I told Shoshana on Monday, I wasn't interested in a diet. I needed a lifestyle change, because going from, even at my wedding, I was eating broccoli and almost starving myself because I didn't know nutrition. I didn't know what to eat and what, if I needed fiber. I don't think I knew what fiber was at the time. And now I know what I can eat. I can go out and feel comfortable for that meal. And I look forward to meals that I cook. I look forward to my mornings because I want my tea when I go to bed. I'm already ready for the morning. But I tell people now, because I'm actually about to be a coach, I think the difference of this is the community. Is I have Shoshana there, and I've been on many of these calls just listening in on people's stories. And it's just been a wonderful experience so far. And I'm just excited for the journey. So.
Berkeley, amazing. Welcome. Thank you so much for your share. Omar, please unmute yourself. You're next, bud.
Great evening. Can you hear me? Am I loud right now? I have my headset on.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, how you doing? For everybody who don't know, my name is Omar. Can't get focused, man. I heard about this amazing company or community about 3 years ago in San Antonio, Texas. But I didn't know how amazing it was at the time until I moved here about 1.5 years ago, and I met my now, current wife. She pretty much reintroduced me to the organization, to the products. So I started getting more, consistent than I ever was before, and I actually started to see that the products worked. And I couldn't believe from incorporating these shakes into, just clean eating, I can achieve these type of results. So I just continue to stick with it. And not only, did it help me get in the best shape of my life, but I also was able to do a lot of networking and meet a lot of cool, positive, feel energy people who put me in a great space, a great frame of mind. I was able to actually build, great relationships with other people that I probably would have never met in my life. And then this community and this organization also afforded me the opportunity to actually partner with my wife and, start a business on top of this, to incorporate both. So it definitely is a blessing just finding out about the community and continue where it's taking me right now. So.
Thank you, Omar, for your share. Thank you for being a part of this community. Your results are ridiculous. You're awesome.
I'm trying. Thank you.
You're welcome. Brett Burnham, last but not least.
All right. Hey, guys. So before Herbalife, I was a professional athlete. Before that, I was a Division I athlete, played at Auburn and UConn, played in the NCAA tournament, was 21st round draft pick to San Diego Padres. My playing weight was about 195 pounds. And, that was in 2003. I finished playing. And then I got into the corporate world, and I don't know, like year by year, I didn't even realize it. But I just, as Christopher Small said, I got the dad bod. Just started gaining a pound here and there. And the picture on the left there was I was 211 pounds. And I just had enough. I saw a picture of me and Christy at a wedding, and I had enough. And Christy was on products prior. She was doing great her first month. So I jumped on and I followed the Herbalife nutrition plan to the T, and I got great results. And I've never felt better. Now I've incorporated a more stricter, I've incorporated weights now with this. So my picture is, I've gained probably since that picture on the right, I've gained probably about 7 pounds of muscle because of my accountability partner, Mr. Michael Vanni, and also my other buddy, Easy, who's on this, I see him on the call. And they push me every morning to get better. So it's just a domino effect. You start eating well, you feel better about yourself, the community with Herbalife, you start hanging out with cooler people or cool people. And now it's morphed into, well, now I want to feel great. I've been working out every day now too. So I just feel great. The products are amazing. I've been doing it 4 years now, and I've never felt better. And I love it.
Thank you, Brett, for your share. If we didn't mention, and I know we did mention tonight, but if you are interested in the business opportunity, it is very much there in any way, shape, or form, whether it's you want to have your products paid for, make a couple extra $100 around what you're already doing, or if you want to make this a career and you are just passionate about health and wellness the way that some of us are, the opportunity is there. So whoever invited you on the call, I would love it if you could just ask them a few questions and tap into them and see what this is all about. Get your results, get the accountability through us, get it through someone close to you, someone who you care about. Get the mindset straight with the tools that we can provide for you, and use these amazing products. And the sky is the limit for what is possible for you and your life and your family's lives. So I appreciate your time this evening. Please join us next Thursday at 8 o'clock and bring somebody that you care about, because we love, 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 love to share this opportunity. And I appreciate seeing all your faces tonight. So everybody take care, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Woo,
you.
woo. You guys rock.